Shalom, family. I pray that you spend time with the Most High, read the Word, said your prayers. Your day goes well. Okay, let's talk about some things. Denise D, I think that's her name. She has a channel here on YouTube, and she was talking. I saw a video of hers yesterday about Pastor Elijah McDavid from Minneapolis, how he got married to this woman, and within 5 months, they were divorced. I'm like, 5 months? Wow, what in the world could have happened within a 5 month span that they're divorced already? So now I saw another video of that same story, but today it was a part two of one of the women that he was dating, I guess, from his congregation. Okay, y'all have to forgive me because, you know, I was I was a firm believer in we all needed a church home, and we needed a church family. I was all in on that, and that is what I was looking for before I found Pastor Kofi. I was looking for a church home because I felt like we all supposed to be in the church. But then the pastor, um, when the Most High allowed me to run across Pastor Kofi, and now I'm starting to learn say they're Christians. Why do everybody want to be a Christian? Do y'all really know what a Christian means and what Christians mix iron and clay together? I mean, they get a little word and they get a little of the world and they kind of put it all together. And as Pastor Kofi say, sprinkle a little Jesus on it. And then everybody's all in. I'm a Christian. I'm a Christian. I'm a Christian. It's like, I am not a Christian, and I'll never want to tell somebody that I am. I am a follower of the way. I'm a follower of the way. And what that means is we follow what the Bible tells us we're supposed to do. I'm not a Christian. I'm not Baptist because when I was growing up, I was a Baptist. This man, pastor, single in the church, handsome man, very handsome. And he knows it, apparently, because he's seeing this young lady over here for 3 years. I'm gonna go back to the wife here in a minute, but we got to start with the young lady's video that I saw today because he was or dating her first. 3 years they had this relationship going on. But again, that shows me nobody's reading the Bible because number one, he is not your husband, she is not your wife. Y'all should not be intermingling in that way. We don't. You're not doing that. Why would you do that? So you laid up with this woman for 3 years. And in the process of y'all dating, you started dating another young lady. And y'all got engaged quickly. Now, mind you, you had to break up with this one. But while you breaking up with this one, you done proposed to this one over here. Then you bring her all up to the church and you make the big announcement that you get married and all of the things. And it's like, but this other little girl over here that y'all had this 3 year relationship with, wow, really? Pastor, Pastor McDavid. So now you're married to to your wife, um, and of course the wife has no idea about this other woman. And who knows who else you were seeing? Let's just be clear with that. So crazy. So now you and your wife, y'all got a place and all the things, y'all doing the things, and now we're starting to have issues because now the wife is realizing that you're not who you say you are. Like you're doing other things outside of this marriage. Y'all break up, then y'all get back together because y'all trying to make it work, and then he moves out and go get him his own apartment. But now, they still trying to, make it work. So he still keeps this other apartment, but then he comes back to the wife, and they in the marital home, and they, doing all the things, and but yet you still have an apartment, okay? And then you just up and tell the wife, well, actually, you didn't tell her. You just had her served to let her know that you have filed for divorce. Wasn't even man enough to tell her to her face. All of this happened within 5 months. They get married in August. In December, file for divorce. What kind of mess is that? And then let's not mention all of the women that you are dealing with. And these women are in your church. This is crazy. But here's the crazier part for me. Everybody knew what was going on in the church because the girlfriend says she's not a mistress because he was cheating on her to be with the one he married. Okay. So the woman that he was dating initially, she says that everybody in the church knew what was going on, but no one told her because they just assumed she knew. Okay, but y'all see what y'all pastor is doing, and y'all are okay with him being your pastor. What does pastor mean to y'all? Like what? Who does this? Like, why are y'all okay with this man doing this type of shenanigans? That's what church gets you. That's what church gets you. Y'all aren't reading the Bible, and neither is he. There's no way y'all could be reading the Bible if this is what's going on in the church and y'all are okay with it. Like, this is not how this goes. Well, it does if you are a Christian. They take a little the word, they take a little of the world, and they sprinkle a little Jesus on it. Y'all yourself crazy, crazy. And I believe her name is Denise D. I'm going to add her in my comments because I don't understand. Like, I don't understand. And then this rising, I'm like, yeah, I do understand. Because Pastor Kofi, hashtag FINDKOFI, awesome, awesome man of God. Excuse me, awesome man of the Most High. Excuse me. Um, he's doing another series, and we're doing Revelations. And I can remember growing up that Revelations was a no-no. We don't read Revelations. No, 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 no. We don't. You don't read that. And I'm like, we don't read it, but it's in the book. Why we don't read it? I told y'all I was always one of those children that ask questions because if it don't make sense, I need to know. Y'all got to give me an answer. So growing up, Revelations was a taboo. Don't read Revelations. Don't even go back there. Well, if we're not supposed to read it, why is it in the book? I don't understand. It don't make sense. It's in the book because they want somebody to read it. Why else do you put it in there? No one could explain that to me, but the way that they said it, it's like um it was bad. Like whatever's going on in Revelation, we can't read it. Like whatever's in the book of Revelations was so bad that we're not supposed to read it. But if we're reading everything else in the Bible and everything else lines up, so that means whatever's in Revelation is going to line up as well. So what are we afraid of? But as a child, that was just what I was told, and I just left it at that. And then I was in my 20s, and I went to a different church, not a Baptist church. They were, yeah, I guess they were a Christian church. And they too said the same thing. Oh, no, 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 we don't read Revelations. And now in my 20s, I'm like, that is so stupid. It's in the Bible, so that means we should read it. So I started reading it. Oh, they looked at me like I was a demon. Why would you read that? You're not supposed to read that. It's in the book, so I'm gonna read it. Pastor Kofi is doing the series on Revelations. And Revelation, what is the definition of it? What does it mean? It's not, I'm trying to think of the way they used to tell me when I was a child, but Pastor Kofi was like, it's reveal, like it's revealing the things that are to come. So why wouldn't we read it? We're not afraid of that because we are a child of the Most High. So we're not afraid of that. We are following His will for our life. So that doesn't apply to us. It may happen, but it's not for us. That's no. That what's going to happen are to the ones that aren't following Him, right? Yeah. So yeah. I don't know if you all were ever told that, but I was definitely told that. Like it was crazy. And like I said, it never made sense to me as a child. It's in the book, but we can't read it, but we're not supposed to read it. Yeah. Like even in the Bible that I had, they had a little thing in there that went around Revelation, almost like a rubber band to cover it, to keep it like closed so that I can read everything before Revelation, but not Revelation. Yeah, it was wild. But anyway, we all need to start doing our research. Pastor Kofi tells us all the time, don't take my word for it. Sent to teach the truth, absolutely, because he needs to show those that don't know, because there are so many people that have no idea about the truth. They don't even know who the Most High is. Some of them never even seen or read a Bible. So yes, we need ministers and pastors to come and teach the truth, but they have to be sent. Okay, Pastor Kofi has been definitely sent to teach the truth. Okay, and so of our other ministers, we have so many awesome ministers. We had our watch night service last night. Our ministers are awesome. Anyway, um, so Pastor Kofi's been sent to teach you what the truth is, but that's all he's supposed to do. He gives us the breadcrumbs for us to do our own research. He gives us the breadcrumbs. He gives you a way to start this thing. And then you are supposed to do the rest. Like when judgment comes, what we supposed to say? Well, Pastor Kofi was my pastor. Okay, and now what did you do though? What did you do? It's not about his life, it's about yours. So we're supposed to read the word ourselves to find our own selves approved. You get approved by doing the work yourself, not by someone else. Tell me your father was a preacher, your mama was, that has nothing to do with you though. What about you? What have you done to show yourself approved? Yeah. You see all of these things that go on in church. They have the Christmas tree in the church. They have the dating services and situations going on in the church. They have pastors sleeping with several men and women in the church. They doing all of the things. And my thought process is like, well, they must not have read the Bible. They could not have read the Bible because for a person that is doing what you're doing, you are leading my flock astray. Oh, oh boy, you got something coming. Or apparently you haven't read that, so you must don't know that because I can't see. Because Denise D said in the first video, she was like, why would this man do all of the things that he's doing? Forget the why. It's the how can you do it? How can you do what you're doing if you've actually read the Bible for real? Because if you read the Bible for real, then you know what you're doing is going to cause your everlasting life to be, oh, oh boy, I don't understand. I don't understand it. Okay, I keep saying I don't understand it. I do understand. I get it now. I do. I get it. The church is just what it is. It's a circus. That's what church means. It means a circus. And that is exactly what it is. It is absolutely a circus. They tell you this and this, praise the Lord and all the things, and yes, and I'm preaching the word and they're doing the ha and all the things that they do. But in but for real, they just living like the world. They just put a little sprinkle a little Jesus on it, right? And but they're really living a worldly life because half the truth is still a whole lie, right? You can't tell me this part is in the Bible, but then we're doing this and we're putting it together. That's a lie. It is a lie. Period. End of story. I don't understand how y'all do it. I don't see how y'all can do it. I don't see how y'all can do it. I don't. I have read what the Bible said, and I'm telling you, mm, mm, y'all, yeah, boy, I tell you what, y'all are off the chain. This is nuts, like nuts. But then you have the people in the church that just sits back and see all of the shenanigans going on, and they still come to church. They still put their money in the collection plate, and they allow this stuff to go on. Nobody says anything. I would never. I will never be a member of a church. No, no, no. I'm the follower of the way. I am SOC, and I will leave this earth being a member of SOC. Period. They teach you the truth. They hold you accountable. Man, I don't. Ooh, I don't know how people can do it. I don't know how people can do it. And then, because that was the thing that I learned after learning the truth, listening to Pastor Kofi, I was so pissed off because I'm like, so these ministers, these prosperity preachers, all about the money. They don't care about you, and they obviously don't care about themselves. They don't care. That's how the enemy works. He already know his fate. He knows where he's going. So yeah, I just want to bring as many as I can bring with me. That's it. I already know where I'm going. So I don't want to go by myself. So I'm gonna recruit as many as I can. And then you are going to this church, paying, giving your last. They want to know they want your W-2s when you go to the church. What? You want my what? No. They want to call you out because you're not giving enough tithe. They take part of the Bible that works for them and they want to beat you over the head with it. But the rest of the parts of the Bible, we're gonna ignore that part because that don't apply, or that doesn't support what I'm trying to do. Pastor Kofi, he don't never say nothing about who pays tithes or no, he don't say nothing about it. He deserves it. Trust me. He's a Levite. He's not supposed to work outside the home. His work is to teach the truth. So that's what he's supposed to get paid to do. And he should get paid to do it. And there shouldn't be a question. I mean, we should want to give to Pastor Kofi. And even when him and his family need something, but someone else in the family say their bills need to be paid, he asks us to help the family. He don't say nothing about what they need. Pastor Kofi, you already know. When things get right where I have a steady income coming in, you already know. I got you. Trust and believe. How can you not? How can you not? Him and his wife, they do so much for this family. Even Solomon, he does so much. Just to see his walk is, it warms my heart. Like it warms my heart. It really does. Mm-mm. But ministers like, what's his name? Elijah McDavid. Oh, y'all probably give him all your tithes and do all the things. And he's just out here just living his best life. It's so sad. So I want you to all pay attention to what you're doing. Stop just listening to what people tell you. Like my pastor always tells us, I am here to do my work. I was sent to teach the truth. But I am also going to let you know, don't take my word for it. Look it up and make sure I'm not lying to you. And if I am, come back and tell me. We was just doing what was it, on the 31st? We've been doing Q&A. And the story of Dinah, he had it wrong a little bit. He had a little bit of it wrong. And one of our ministers and showed him where he was wrong. Now it did bother him because he was like, "Oh, I had it wrong all this time, you know." But we all learned together. So if no one called him out on what he said, we'd all been listening to him and believing that the story went this way. So now he repented because he really didn't know, but now he knows. And so now he continues on teaching the truth. But that's why it is important that we read it for ourselves. Don't just take people's word for it. They're going to tell you whatever that works for them. Check out the ministers and the pastors that y'all see out here doing what they do. And y'all still go to their church. Y'all still make sure y'all putting stuff in that collection plate while all the shenanigans is going on in the church. You might as well be out in the world. You might as well. Anywho, enjoy the rest of your day. Shalom, family.